Hello everyone! Welcome back to WolfQuest Anniversary Edition with Saga. In the last episode, we went through the character creation system and made our wolf Sage here. And while we were doing that, we took a little bit of a walk down memory lane and discussed the history of WolfQuest as well as the storyline of Anniversary Edition and what Saga brings to the table. Afterward, we went ahead and went through the first quest with Sage. So now that we have completed that, we're going to move on today to finding ourselves a mate. As I discussed at the end of the last episode, we do this primarily by howling and looking for other wolves in the environment to howl back and let us know that they are interested in courtship. And they tell us this by the little mini map up on the top left of the screen there. As you see, there are several wolf heads popping up there with little hearts above their heads. And these are other wolves that are also looking for a mate. The ones in white are dispersal wolves just like us, but there also may be other wolves from various packs in the area that may be looking for one. And I see one right there. It looks like Geode Creek has a member that's going to be looking for a mate. So, let's go ahead and check him out first, since he seems to be somewhat close and we are right next to their territory. I haven't taken a mate from another pack in a long time. Usually I just go around and check out the dispersals because it's kind of difficult to get a mate from another pack without upsetting the rest of them. Oh my gosh. That eagle almost caught that rabbit there. That is a rabbit darting around in the grass, and that was a golden eagle swooping down to try to pick it up. How cool. Anyway, I don't really do mates from other packs often because they are difficult to interact with without their pack mates trying to attack you and chase you out of the territory because you are a stranger wolf to them. So we're gonna be careful here as we approach the Geode Pack's territory, and I'm gonna continue to pause every now and then and howl just to kind of triangulate and get a better read on which direction this mystery wolf is in so that I can hopefully make a beeline right to him and avoid his pack mates. So we're just gonna keep on following the compass here and checking in on our friend and seeing which way we need to go for him. And as we're running, you guys are seeing that the environment is alive. We passed a pack of coyotes that were also hunting rabbits out in this field. You've seen the little yellow marker pop up several times and dart around. This field is absolutely teeming with hares. So again, the world is just alive. There's other animals that are living and interacting in this world. There's another hare. And they have to hunt. So from time to time, as you're roaming the map, you will see other animals interacting with one another, just, going through their daily lives. You'll see other wolves hunting. You'll see cougars or coyotes trying to get their meal. You can see elk having bugling contests with one another, and sometimes the males will be fighting for domination of the female herds around the area. It's pretty cool, but now that I am in Geode Pack territory, I have to be careful. I'm still, oh gosh, there's a bunch of wolves coming at me. This is what I was worried about. That's a lot of wolves. Oh my goodness. Hey, hold on. Oh, okay. I guess the wolf that I was looking for is in this group of wolves. All right, well, oh gosh, let's be friendly. Hiding in this grass a little bit. Please don't attack me. So only one of these guys is looking for a mate, this 1202M here, and the others, I guess, are his pack mates. I don't remember this going down like this in the original Anniversary Edition. From what I recall, in the past, when I would come up on a rival wolf that's looking for a mate, it would just be them alone, and I would have to be careful that we didn't get happened upon by any of the pack mates, because again, they would become aggressive immediately and try to chase me off, and that's happened more than once. But this is a little bit nerve-wracking, actually. Okay, so he's interested. Cool. But I'm trying to begin a courtship with this wolf while his pack mates are circling and staring me down and growling a little bit. This is weird. I'm a little nervous. They're not gonna start attacking, right? I guess we'll just keep talking to this guy. You guys stay where you are and just keep watching, I guess. Like I said, it was very much a singular experience. You crept into the territory, you found the wolf that was looking for a mate, and then once you decided to start a courtship with them, you guys hightailed it out of there because you were still in danger of being attacked by his packmates, or her packmates if you're playing on a male wolf. Okay, well, this is new, and I don't hate this. This is kind of cool. It's like his family is here with us. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just going to woo your son or brother, and we're going to leave once he decides that I'm worth it, I guess. And I didn't explain this, but when I look at him, you guys can see his name and information pop up on the right side of the screen there. So this guy's a 2-year-old wolf. He's at the age where he should be ready to disperse, so this makes sense. It tells me which pack I'm wooing him from, and there's a little diversity rating at the bottom there. WolfQuest has you select mates with diversity. This is genetic diversity, so it'll affect the health of your pups and the sizes of your litters. And they range from 1 to 4 stars. So this guy is a 3-star diversity wolf, which means he's gonna be a pretty good match for me. Interesting. Okay, so sorry, I was talking and reading at the same time here. So this guy has decided he's going to give courtship a try with me, and his family is completely cool with that. They're heading off and they're not gonna bother us, I guess, while we're in the territory for now. I'm sure, you know, later on, that's not going to be a thing. If I do take this guy on as my mate, he's probably not going to be welcome back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and rename these guys real quick so that later on I'll remember which wolves these are. So we've got Mom, and we've got Dad, and Big Sis, I guess, even though they're the same age. Whatever. This is the known wolves panel, so you'll be able to keep track of the wolves that you come across in your travels here. And this is our new mate. Okay, so a little bit less speed and stamina, but more health and strength. And he is a big K, little k, genetically black wolf with 3-star diversity. Alrighty, so he seems like he's gonna be a pretty good match for us. If I remember correctly, I put my wolf at a +1 speed or stamina, and I think I left everything else the same. I think I put a -1 health. So this guy he looks like he's going to balance us out a little bit. Now that we've begun the trial courtship period with 1202M here, we're going to take him out on an excursion around the territory, or around the empty territory that we will probably claim in the future, and observe their behaviors as we go on hunts and interact with other animals in the environment. We're going to try to figure out where they fall on the social versus loner, energetic versus lazy, and bold versus cautious spectrums that we set for our wolf at the beginning of the game. We will never be able to see where this wolf falls on the spectrum, nor will we be able to see where our pups fall later on. So we kind of have to go based on intuition and our observations during this trial period with the potential new mate here. So some of the things that we're going to be looking out for are how they behave when facing conflict in the environment, either during the hunt or defending our kill, how they behave with myself as the player wolf, how emotive or interactive they are, what interactions they show us, and how they behave during sleeping and eating. Some of these things will be big tells about whether we have a stronger leaning wolf one way or another, but it's never 100%. So you're going to be looking for various traits within your wolf to kind of give you an idea and hope that you've picked something that's going to be a good match for your wolf and later a good contribution to the personalities of your pups. Some of the things you're going to look out for are whether or not they are running around like they just are on the biggest sugar high ever versus laying down or resting when you guys are no longer moving. This may indicate that you have a more energetic or a more lazy wolf. If you see that your trial mate is running right up to elk, deer, rabbits, other prey species in the environment to initiate the hunt, you may have a more energetic and or bold leaning wolf, depending on who they're going after, may help determine whether or not they're more bold or cautious. Bolder wolves will tend to take on anything regardless of where its health is at, versus a more cautious wolf may go for something that's already been weakened. So those are things that you want to pay attention to as you guys are hunting, especially which prey he's choosing to go after, if any at all. If he tends to hang back and wait for you to make the first move, that could be another indicator that they're a little bit more cautious and maybe not as bold. They're waiting for you to take the lead and show them where they need to dive in. If they're not contributing very much at all, that may be another indicator that they're more on the lazy side of things and they just don't feel bothered to help out. And when you guys are at a carcass, are they eating with you or are they taking chunks of meat away? Because that may be another indicator of social versus loner tendencies. Also, when you're sleeping, if they're sleeping near you versus far away, that could be another indicator. Again, this is not a foolproof method. There are a lot of people in the community that will complain about their wolves supposedly changing personalities after the trial courtship ends and they have pups. I feel that is more that the system is just not 100%. Aside from the 3 personality sliders, there are other environmental effects that will influence your wolf's behavior as well. So I feel like a lot of people don't take that into account. So they may feel like the wolf is changing personalities, but there could have been other things affecting them during the trial period that are no longer affecting them. So I feel like that could explain some of the shift that people see. With all that being said, we're going to take this guy out now. I'm going to go on a couple of hunts with him. We're going to see how he responds to things, and we're just going to try to gauge what kind of a wolf that we have here.
Okay, we actually found a carcass before a hunt, so I'm going to go ahead and see if there's anyone guarding it, which it looks like there is. What is that? A cougar? Yep, that's a cougar. All right. So let's see if we can just scare him off without getting into a confrontation here. A little bit of posturing and some growling. He doesn't like us being here. This is his deer. Oh, okay. All right, well, I guess my mate is just diving in. Cool. I guess we're fighting the cougar. No big. All right, so when I was talking about personalities previously, the fact that he just ran right in and started attacking this guy without doing much circling tells me that he's probably a little bit on the bold side, which may or may not be a bad thing. He doesn't seem to be taking much damage, so that's pretty good. He's kind of darting in and taking a few hits on him and then backing off again. Oh, this cougar is in for it. Poor thing. He's so mad. Sorry, bud. We're taking this carcass for ourselves. Good job. The music is still playing because he's still hanging out back there, just seething that we stole this deer from him. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Where is he? He's still around here somewhere. We don't care at all. We're just going to eat our fill on this carcass. That cougar can just lash his tail over there. He's so angry. Sorry, this is ours now. You're gonna have to go find some other food. So there's 2 bars above his head there. I don't know if I've gone over this before, but the red bar is the fight meter and the yellow bar is the flight meter. And I'm posturing to try to get that yellow bar up all the way. So I'm posturing to try to get it up all the way so he'll just run away. But it looks like my partner here just wants to go in and fight him again. All right, he's out of here now. He's had enough. So that was a carcass confrontation that we just won, and this guy did pretty well. he dove right in. He attacked the cougar, and he didn't really shy away at all. So again, I think he's kind of a bolder wolf in nature, which, I don't know, may or may not work out for us when we have pups. We'll see how headstrong they end up being. All right, now let's take him on a real hunt. We finally found some elk. I can hear them screaming. There they are. Lots of elk smells. Where is the herd, though? Can't see them. There they are. Gosh, they are making a lot of noise. All right, let's see how we do on a proper hunt, not just stealing carcasses from others. All right, so again, he's going right in for it. That's pretty promising. Looks like he's gonna be a little bit more helpful on this hunt than some mates I've had in the past. Although his tail is tucked already as we're running. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe he's not as sure as I thought he was. He seems to be waiting for me to make the first move here. All right, well, I guess let's go ahead and pick one of these guys out to take a bite out of. 'Cause I don't see him going in for the first bite. Oh, all right. It looked like he might have been going after something finally, but then this one fell, so I turned around and went for it instead. And she is a little bit wounded, so I think this is going to be the one we hunt. But he is jumping in and getting a couple of really good bites in. He's also keeping up with her fairly well. Yeah, this is going to go very quickly now that we have someone helping us out, and he really is. Good bite. He really is going in and getting some really good hits in on this elk, so I like it so far. He's going to be a pretty good partner for us, it looks like. And this elk doesn't stand a chance, although I don't know what that guy is doing in the background there. You gonna come start a fight with us, buddy? Don't think we want to take on a bull elk. Yeah, he's gonna keep an eye on that guy because he's hanging around. It looks like he is not too happy that we took one of his herd. See if we can chase him off. You gonna do anything? You're just gonna watch us eat your herd mate here? Oh, okay. I don't really think we want to tangle with him too much. A cow elk is pretty easy for two wolves to take on, but a bull elk can do some damage. Go on, move on. She's gone, bud. There's no sense in fighting over this one. All right. Or I guess you could just sit there and watch us. It's kind of weird, though. All right. Well, after all that, we're pretty tired. You're really gonna hang out and watch us, huh? Okay. I'm gonna try to rest, but I think he's gonna prevent it. Yep, because he still technically counts as a threat. So we're gonna have to make him go away before we can rest up. Maybe if we just... There were some coyotes also trying to get in on this. All right, there he goes. He's leaving now. I guess he finally figured out that she's not coming back. That's kind of sad. All right, now we can rest. So that was a pretty successful hunt, I should say. I do like this male so far. He does seem to be a good measure of bold, but not like too bold. I don't feel like he's doing anything reckless, but he does take a very assertive stance when it comes to getting and keeping his food, because I see he just dived right in and started attacking those coyotes as well. He seems to be very assertive, and he's also very helpful in that hunt that we just did. So I think he's going to be a good match for us as far as being useful in protecting and providing for our pups later on. I'm not sure how strongly skewed he is in the bold direction, and I worry a little bit that our pups may be a little bit headstrong, which could cause problems with keeping them safe when we have predator attacks. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, now that we've gotten rid of that bear, let's go ahead and start our next hunt with our new guy here. Get these guys running and see how he does on hunt number 2. So far, he seems to be a little bit more keyed into the hunt right away. I don't know where he went, but oh, this guy just fell over, so let me take a couple nibbles out of him. And this guy is a little calf, so oh, careful, mama there. One of my strategies for dealing with calves and their mothers when I have another wolf with me is to actually go for the mother and let my mate go for the calf. That way I'm kind of distracting one while he goes after the other, and a lot of times I usually get 2 meals out of this instead of just 1, which is really nice, especially when you have pups to feed and you need to make sure you have plenty of food to bring back to them. However, he doesn't seem to be cooperating, and now the calf has run off. So it looks like we're just taking mom, which is fine. We'll go ahead and bring her down the rest of the way, and we'll just go from here. It doesn't always work out in my favor, but this was actually pretty quick and easy, so I can't complain. We didn't take much damage, and we got a kill right off the bat. I'm gonna see if maybe I can track down the calf, because we might still be able to take it out if I can find it. These are mom's tracks. Okay, oh, they just disappeared. So the calf should be here somewhere.
So future Sefy here. I have just reviewed everything, and I have realized that I've spent probably close to 3.5 hours doing my trial run, which is a little embarrassing, but I misread the updated quest information for this trial run, and I assumed that it was on a timer. It is not on a timer. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up here. Here's the quest if you would like to read it for yourself. I foolishly skimmed over it the first time I read it and just saw the timer that wasn't present before Saga and just assumed that this was a timer that we had to just run out to finish the quest. No, it says this is how long you have before the breeding season starts. So if you don't finish the mate quest before this point, you don't get to have pups this year. And I have wasted a lot of time. So we are going to just cut to the end of this quest because I clearly need to get my act together. The point of this quest is to bring your affinity with your mate up to 100. I don't believe that was the goalpost before Saga, but I may be misremembering. Prior to Saga, I have managed to complete the Find a Mate quest and convince my trial mate to proceed with me within like a hunt and a half, I feel like. So it used to be very quick. And when it didn't happen after the first hunt and the first carcass encounter with the predator, I kind of thought something was off. And that's when I looked at the quest and realized that there was a timer and assumed that that was the problem and I just had to run down the timer. So I proceeded to basically go on a tour of the map. And it's all very boring footage, so I'm not going to make you guys suffer through that. I do need to get my act together. I need to get that affinity up to 100% in order to proceed the quest line. So I am going to do that really quickly here, and then I will see you guys once that is complete. Bear with me. Apologies for the weird cut in here, but I will see you in just a few moments. All right, finally, we have finished the quest and have acquired our new mate. Now, typically we would assign him a name at this point, but I have yet to decide on one, so I'll do that in the next episode. Since this episode has gone on quite a lot longer than I initially intended, we will proceed to work on our territory and den selection in the next one as well. I do tend to keep large territories, so I will likely speed through that part or cut it all together depending on how long it takes to get through it all. We'll get that taken care of one way or another. I hope everyone had nice holidays and a new year. We celebrate Christmas here, so I was quite busy over the last couple of weeks with all of that. It's always a lot of fun getting to watch my daughter experience this time of year, and it's one of the few times that we get to spend the whole day with my parents, so having my small family all together makes me really happy, but it also really exhausts me. Anyway, if you are enjoying our adventures so far, please make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave and turn on the notifications so that you know when the next episode is up. And if you have any suggestions for naming for the pack, either for 1202M or our future pups, or you would just like to say hi, please feel free to leave a comment below. I really enjoyed reading them in the last video, so I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say this time. As far as scheduling goes, I would like to try to put out a new video at least once a week, even though this one took a little bit longer than expected, but I'm going to do my best for you guys. I hope everyone is having fun though. I appreciate the support I've received so far and look forward to making more videos for you guys. I'm learning a ton as I go, and oh my gosh, is it a process. Thank you all again for hanging out today. Bye bye for now.